back out there, like personally, you didn't skip a beat and look at your numbers, but just your thoughts on the game and how everything ended.
Tough loss. You know, we played really well the first 3 quarters and had the team down, you know, I think 12, and they just went on a tear in that fourth quarter. You know, outscored us 32-12, something like that. So that's really the ball game right there.
A couple calls could have certainly gone either way down the stretch. How frustrating is that when you get some nice defensive block shots, things like that, and you can't get it to go the other way?
Yeah, I mean, I missed three easy shots that I usually would hit. You know, 2 layups. Might be a little contact, but you know, still got to finish them, and then the little pull-up jumper. And on the other end, they hit, you know, two daggers. You know, Chris Kamen's 2 long 2, and then that 3 by Bellinelli was just, you know, heartbreakers for us.
For you personally, just for this game in general, Avery's talking about, okay, you're going last 20 games. How do you guys approach these last 20 games when he says we're turning the page now and then it starts with this one?
Yeah, it was tough. It was, you know, we talked about it before the game. This is when we needed. You know, we can, you know, it's a tough loss to swallow, but you know, we'll bounce back. And you know, we got Gerald in here. It's his first game. You know, he was you know, doesn't have a grasp of the offense yet, and hasn't had a practice with us yet. So you know, make sure we're on help Monday. Hopefully we get Brooks back soon, and you know, just focus on winning some ball games.
Learning on the fly, learning on the fly.
I mean, that's what happens. You get traded, you're kind of thrown out there. I went through the same situation. Didn't really have a practice, just came out and, you know, played.
How much of a sense of what the team could be with Gerald on the floor did you get?
That's good. I thought he played well. You know, I've been a fan of his since I've been in the league. You know, he plays hard, both ends of the floor. You know, he can post up, he can shoot, get to the basket, rebound, block shots. You know, he does everything out there on the floor. So, you know, we're excited to have him on board and, you know, see what we can do in these last month. All good. Yep.
Gerald, one of the terms the Nets have been using all season long is learning on the fly, because there's been so many adjustments they've had to deal with. What was it like learning on the fly tonight and just getting those started minutes the first time of the game?
It was wild. It was kind of crazy, you know. I was telling Deron and the guys, you know, it's kind of hard being out there. You know, they call a play, and I don't have a clue where to go or what I'm supposed to do. So it was different, but it was fun, you know, get out and run, get out in transition, you know, play with those guys. I think we let a game get away that we could have won. We didn't execute good in the fourth quarter, and we didn't get stops. You know, they made some big shots down the stretch. You know, I think that was the difference in the game.
For like a veteran guy like you, did it feel like it was like going back to your rookie days when you're kind of spinning a bit?
It's kind of like, you know, you feel like a rookie. Your first day out there, and you don't know. You know the play calls, but you don't have a clue where to go. So I was just, you know, I was telling the guys, you know, just tell me where to go and what I'm supposed to do. So it's not going to be a bad thing.
You did get a taste of seeing what you can do out in the open court, especially with Deron, and just a lot of great sequences and block shots. When you wanted to feel like just to get those big plays and to hit that big 3 right at the end of the quarter.
It felt good, you know. It just felt good to make a shot. I haven't did anything in like 3 days, so I actually thought my legs were good until you get out on the court and your legs tell you, you know, I've just been laying up in the bed for 3 days, so I got to get back into my rhythm just like you do. So the shots felt good. It felt good to get out and run in transition. Defense just felt good to get back to play basketball and have fun.
Thanks, Gerald. What happened? What adjustments did they make in the fourth quarter that just kind of took you guys out of your role?
You know what? We just didn't do a good job of helping the helper, which is, you know, we did a good job of getting the ball inside, and we just didn't do a good job of just cracking down on the other bigs, sitting down on the big's leg, and they were just getting easy attempts. I did a bad job of holding Bellinelli. He did a good job of getting open and making shots at the end. I don't think anything changed. I just think that we just weren't knocking down shots in the fourth quarter, and they were. So it was just, you know, can't allow that to happen. And hopefully we're going to sit back and take a look at film on Monday, and hopefully we can make adjustments for next game.
After having a 12-point lead going into the fourth and knowing where this team is ranking in their conference, is this one of those that you just feel like you should have had?
Oh, most definitely. It's tough. It is tough because these last 3 or 4 games, I swear it's been like this. We let it slip away at the end, and we can't do that since we're trying to make a run in the playoffs. I know we have a lot of new players. So we have a lot of new players on the team. We're still trying to get adjusted, acclimated. The first thing Garen's been back in 3 or 4 games, so he's still trying to work his way back. We're all gonna follow behind him, and that's our job. So I don't think today was definitely a bummer loss because we should have won, but give New Orleans credit, they stuck with it. They made adjustments, and they knocked down shots and we didn't, and they got stops and we didn't, and they're the ones that came out with the victory today.
What did you think of Gerald Wallace in his first time out with you guys?
He's great, and I think he's still trying to learn the plays and stuff, but you can just tell by his energy. He can get defensive stops for us. He can run the floor. He's very athletic. He's another leader that we need on that court because he's a veteran guy. He's been through the wars. He's been through the trenches, and he can definitely help out guys like me and younger guys and help out defensive rotations and offensive schemes.
Heading into the final day of the 10-day contract, how do you feel about the opportunity you've gotten here?
Man, I've gotten a great opportunity here. I can't really. The Nets have really, they really gave me they opened up the platform for me and let me play. And Coach Avery gave me a chance, Billy gave me a chance, and just this whole organization had faith in me. And they told me to, it's just crazy how all of a sudden I'm getting this opportunity that I've been waiting for so long. So I'm just very blessed, to be in this situation, very.
And obviously the point production's been very noticeable, but how do you feel about how you play defensively?
I feel like I can do a lot better. I feel like it's gotten better, but it's not good enough. I think it needs to be better to help this team win. And if I want to, stay with this team for long term, I think that's what I have to be. I have to be that defensive stopper because we have scores already in there, and MarShon, and when Brooks comes back, he's a scorer. Anthony Morrow, he's a scorer. So I know some nights I won't be able to score the ball and do that, but I know I can go out there and block shots and rebound and play really good defense. And I think tonight I didn't really do a good job of that.
You ever almost knock yourself out on defense on the backboard before?
Well, not really, not necessarily. I try not to. I hope that'll kind of be not top 10 if I did, but I know my teammates and coaches really looking forward to me playing better defense, and I know I can play better defense, and I will show them that I will play better defense. I just have to go out there and watch a little bit more film. Be more engaged on the defensive end and just try to focus and try to just know my personality.
Thank you.
Kind of go cold offensively.
Yeah, it was pretty tough. We couldn't really get anything going after the third quarter. We ended the third quarter real strong. And they made some tough shots at the end, but we struggled to score.
What were they doing to take you out of that rhythm offensively? Because you ended the third on a 7-0 run within about 30 seconds, and you had a lot of good runs in there.
I honestly thought towards the end of the game, last 3 minutes, we still got some good looks. We got some real good looks. Just didn't convert. And they made plays. They made the hard shots, and we missed the easy ones at the end. So it's tough, but that's the way it goes.
You still had it all tied up in 30. Guys came out with a lot of big blocks, including your new player, Gerald Green.
It's fun playing with Gerald. He brings a lot of energy. He's one of the best in the league, and the chase down block, and the fast break come from weak side. It's a great feeling playing with him. The extra rebound, the extra big body, 33 and 4 for us. It's gonna be a lot of.
Coach talks about turning the page and then says, this is the next 20 games. It's really going to tell you what kind of team this is. How are you guys approaching the next 20 games?
Just got to approach every game like it's our last. I don't even know how many games we got left, but Cleveland. We got Cleveland coming up Monday. We just got to get some more.
So
7 years, 7 to 10 years? Oh my God.
MarShon, what's it been like for you adjusting to, you know, the role they're looking for you at various points of the season with all the turnover on the roster because of the injuries?
It's been great. It's been great. I love it.
Is there any aspect of that that's, you know, been...
No, it's been tough. It's been tough. I had different roles. You know, my role bounce around week to week on this team, but you know, I'm just trying to play hard and just trying to make something happen with the minutes I get. Trying to make something happen.
MarShon, after the bad game that you had in Orlando, what did you do different today that just got you to bounce back just like that?
That's nice like that. I got some better looks with D-Will coming back. I got to hit my first shot, got to the free throw line, was a little more aggressive. Just trying to get back to the basics and try to attack the rim.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is. And we got scored 32-12 in the fourth. And we had some good looks that just didn't fall for us. But at the same time, we showed that we were a team that has some potential, but we also need a lot of work. And as I told our players, you know, when we come in on Monday morning, even though it's a shoot-around, we got some work to do. We got a couple of areas that we need to clean up. But we got some positives tonight. We got Deron back in the lineup. You know, Gerald made a big three for us to end that third quarter. His defense was really good at his position. Our bench play between Anthony and Gerald Green was pretty good. But, you know, we got to get some better defense and better intensity from some other areas.
I know that the fourth quarter offensively was a struggle, but just those last, I think it was the 2:23 that you were able to score. What were they doing?
Well, we missed layups. You know, we missed layups. We missed a few jump shots. They blocked us at the basket one time. But I just thought we just missed some opportunity. We missed a wide open jump shot. But we had good looks that we were making all game.
Tough when you see what happened in the third quarter when you go on and make a 12-2 run at one point, then you ended on a nice 7-0 run in about 30 seconds of time. What was the difference?
Yeah, and the bad part was, you know, we had to give Gerald. Gerald was exhausted. Deron was exhausted. So when we substituted, we didn't get off to a really good start at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and that kind of precipitated and carried over to the rest of the quarter.
For the most part, how did you feel? You mentioned Gerald making some big plays defensively. How do you feel he felt or kind of got into the flow of offense?
Yeah, I think he's fine. You know, he's got to find how he fits in. Maybe overpassed a little bit just because that's what you do when you get traded. You want to fit in with guys, and he's really unselfish. But look at the 2 or 3 blocks that he and Gerald Green had in transition coming from behind. We talked to them about it before the game. I told them, wanted them to do that more. And we haven't had that. So that was a real bright spot for us. They had 5 blocks between them.
How did Deron feel after this one? I know game just ended, but what
This is his first game back, you know, 20-12, and you know, we didn't win, so I know he wants to win badly. And you know, we got 20 games left in the regular season, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this group finishes the season. And today was kind of the intro, but we definitely have a lot of work to do. We got to get more production inside, and if we do that, I think we'll be in good shape.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. All right.